guys, it's Sunnie Ovi, and in this video I'm going to answer the questions that you guys asked me in the community section. I did post something there asking for you guys to ask me any personal questions, and I'm finally getting to it now. I'm not going to do the whole fancy Q&A where you guys are reading the questions like my other Ask Sunnie video was, because I just don't feel like doing all the editing, to be honest. So I'm just going to read. I may type. I don't know. Anyway, Vicky asks, do you always hear voices / spirits in your head? How do you block them out and know when to let them come through? I always hear voices and spirits. It doesn't really bother me. It just depends upon what it's saying. If it's pertaining to a question or confirmation that I need or wanted to ask, then I allow for it to come through. But if it's something dumb, I'm like, hell no, I ain't got time for that. But yes, I always hear spirits. Just something that I grew up with. I used to, before I took my psychic thing seriously, I used to actually have on my spiritual door do not disturb, and it was closed and locked, and I really didn't allow for spirits to really come through, to be honest. But I actually said this in a long ago video, but actually that door was knocked down by God. So yeah, but I don't really mind it. It's okay. Next question by Miss Gloria. I just want to know how you are doing, and thanks for sharing your beautiful gift with us. Thank you so much, Miss Gloria. That was so sweet. But I'm okay. Trying to maintain life. Like my son, he asks me every day, Mommy, how was your day? And instead of saying my day was good, I always say my day is awesome. And he asks me every day, why is it awesome? And I tell them, because I have my children, I have you and Kiwi, and I have my business, and I have my family, and I'm just happy to be alive. So, correction to how I'm doing, I am awesome, okay? Odisha, sorry if I'm butchering your name, I'm sorry. Is anyone else in your family psychic as well? Yes, ma'am. A lot of people in my family are psychic. My mother is psychic, my grandmother, my mom's mom, my mom's mom's mom, my nana is psychic, my dad is psychic. My dad's parents were very religious. I'm not really sure if they, well, my granny was psychic, my dad's mom was psychic, but, and other family members are, my aunt on my dad's side is psychic, my dad's sister, my great aunt is psychic. Yeah, but I'm just the only one doing it professionally in the recent generation that I know of. So yeah. Cat Bear asks, hey sweetie, can you do, wait, what? Oh, hey sweetie, can you / do you give missing person updates to authorities? Would you work for them as a psychic detective? Lots of love, XXX. Actually, I have tried to talk to detectives, but they have been really mean, to be honest. I actually tried to contact police stations in Greensboro and New York about Miss Tierra Williams. I did her reading before, but the people were just acting like I was crazy, and that like they just kept saying, oh, where are you getting this information from? So it's kind of difficult doing this, but to answer your question, yes, I would love to do this. So I just have to keep pushing and, you know, just reassuring these people that I'm not fucking crazy. It's just what it is. So yeah, yeah. Okay, so about the salt mist, I'm going to do a video about that, okay? Aria asks, okay, she asked 2 questions. How did you know your husband was the one for you? Girl, my husband get on my damn nerves, okay? Like, he really gets on my nerves. But the reason why I married him, honestly, was because I loved him. I do feel that he is a soulmate. I do hope that it lasts for a long time, but we're both growing and we're both learning. I'm 25 and he's 27. And I will say this, it's very hard being in an interracial relationship, to be honest. But he's really sweet. Like when he's not letting his shadow self get to him, like he's really, I'm about to say something else, but he's really sweet and very giving and caring. Yeah, so he gets on my nerves a lot, but I do appreciate him and I do love him. So yeah. The other question that she asked was, how's life for you as such a powerful psychic? How do you deal with your gifts? Do they overwhelm you? How did you help yourself understand it? Life as a psychic is very overwhelming. I don't do well in crowds or going to the store sometimes. Like I avoid going to the store a lot of times because just like the energy is just like I don't want to go in. It's just like too much. So just dealing with that problem is just like, I don't know, I have to force myself to do things out in the public sometimes. But I deal with my gifts. I guess you asked, well, yes, I am able to like read a stranger. Like I look at them and I see their situation. Do I tell them? No, because I don't, it's just kind of weird to do so unless I'm being pulled to do so, but I haven't done that in a long time. I used to actually read my customers when I was working at Sheetz. If you know what Sheetz is, it's a little fast food place that's a gas station. I used to do that, but yeah, I don't do that anymore. Yes, it does overwhelm me. It makes me sick sometimes. It makes me, once again, like I said, it makes me want to avoid going to the store. How did I help myself understand my gifts? Ooh, honestly, meditation and practicing and just really acknowledging that I had gifts and understanding the type of gifts that I had and not comparing myself. And understanding that I was, oh, an angel flew by, that was beautiful. And understanding that I have a place on this earth for a reason and to respect my gifts and allow for people to respect them as well. So Barb M1001 asks, okay, have you ever seen an angel? Yes, I've seen angels before. I see them fairly often, but I'm going to tell this little story that is very special to me. I want to say I was either 9 or 10, but I was living with obviously I was living with my parents, and I was in my room, the room that me and my sister shared. I went into the other room because I felt kind of weird being in the room where my sister died. So I remember my parents painted that room blue for me, Arctic blue, I remember, and they put new carpeting down for me. And I remember my cousin was over and I went in my room for some reason and she was in the living room, and I was tying my shoe and I heard this really big knock. And when I looked in the direction that I heard the knock in, I saw my sister. And before she died, she had her hair in like little twists, and she had on this white gown, and I saw her wings, but it was very blurry because it was like she was turning around like, oh no, I don't want you to see me, but I want you to see me at the same time. And it scared me. And I remember I ran out my room and I asked my cousin, were you in my room? And she was like, no. And I was like, I think I saw Leah. And yeah, so that was my memorable time of seeing an angel, which was my sister. So yeah. Jess Mao asked, my question for you is, being a medium, how do you recognize your own emotions as your own and not someone else's? How do you separate them? How can you tell if it is emotions from a spirit? Have you had sleep paralysis and your thoughts on it? Just throwing questions your way. I'm curious. Thanks. Okay, so I'm going to give kind of biased, straightforward answers because I'm a Capricorn, sun and moon, okay? But honestly, you have to know yourself. Like, I know a great deal of myself, even though I'm still learning. I'm 25. I know the difference between me and other energies, all right? So, I just know my own emotions, and, sometimes I have to acknowledge the fact that I am feeling other people's emotions and just separate myself from that energy, by just acknowledging that it's not mine. Can you tell if it's yes? You can tell. Just the energy is different. Like, you have to really know yourself, like, to be in the psychic business and to like connect with spirits. Like, you really have to know yourself, love yourself, to be honest, take care of yourself, be very strong minded and not easily influence or persuade, in order for you to like really be able to tell the difference between your emotions and a spirit. All right, so because sometimes spirits can try to take over your body, quote why can I not say it, possessions, yeah, possessed, yeah, I can't talk right now, but yeah, so you have to be very strong minded to not let that happen. I did have that happen to me. I have a video on this of me being possessed when I was young. So yeah, and I wasn't strong minded back then. But have I ever had sleep paralysis? No, I wouldn't really say I had sleep paralysis. There has been times, well, yeah, I guess you can. All right, there was one time that I had it, but other than that, I really don't remember. But I remember I was having a dream about a racetrack and a vampire, and I remember like I wanted to wake up from my dream, but I couldn't. Back then I used to be able to like wake up from my dreams if I didn't like them, but yeah, it's like I couldn't like get up. Like, I wanted to force myself to get up, but I couldn't, and I felt that I was being held down. Like, I didn't see anything, my eyes was closed, but just in my visions, like, I just felt like I seen like a white mist over my body, and it was kind of weird. I was young. I was like either like between the ages of 9 to 13. So yeah, my thoughts on it is your spirit is trying to go back into your body. There's another spirit preventing you from waking up. That's just my thoughts on it. Everybody's thoughts are different, but yeah. Next question by Miss Perla. How did you know your gifts was a part of your purpose? Oh wow, that's a good question. How did I know that my gifts was part of my purpose? To be honest, completely honest with you, other psychics told me so. And I don't even remember how I got psychic readings from others, but I remember why. I actually wanted to know about a boy that I was dating, and I just wanted to know his intentions and if he was the one for me. And that question led to me getting, you know, more psychic readings from different psychics, and I remember 3 of them told me, you have a gift using your intuition and like using your powers from God, and you know, it's going to help you along the way. It's going to help you help other people. So yeah, other psychics told me. I Spy, are you okay, girly? Where are you? I miss you. Okay, yeah, I'm okay. I'll be okay. But thank you for asking, love. JV Soto asks, how do you make a justice candle? Honey, I don't know. Michael Hendricks, hey boo, he asks, what is your favorite holiday? My favorite holiday is actually Halloween. Like, I don't know, I just love Halloween. But like, I am starting to like Christmas because of my birthday. Like, back in the day, I really didn't care too much for it. When I got older, just because of the meaning behind it and like the false idolism, to be honest, but that's neither here nor there. But you know, for some reason, like, I'm just slowly enjoying like the season of that time and just how joyful it is, and like Christmas songs and the snow. Like, I'm starting to like snow now, y'all. Like, yeah, I'm really changing for some reason. So yeah, so Halloween, and I don't want to say Christmas, so I guess the energy of Christmas. World of Something asks, I remember you posted a video on your personal experience with psychic attack. Can you talk more of your story about psychic attack and other symptoms or signs to look out for. Thanks, Sunnie. I said a lot in that video. I did, but, and you can watch that video if you want to again, because I don't want to say the same thing that I said in the video. But the things that I did not talk about were, well, I think I did, random health problems, like being extremely sick and going to the doctor and they are not able to find what's wrong with you. I said this in the video, being very tired, isolating yourself from people. Yes, isolation happens, especially if you are spiritual, like you have to separate yourself from other people just to find your energy again. But just like not wanting to be around people that love you, just negative vibe, not really caring about yourself. My psychic attack experience was just stupid, honestly, all because of jealousy. I am over it. I wish that person well, like I said in the video. However, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I noticed that other people from YouTube psychically attack me, so it's whatever. Juanita, if I'm butchering your name, I'm sorry. She asks, do you use numerology in your readings? How do you feel about the vibration of numbers? I actually love the symphonies of numbers. Like, I'm always looking up the meaning to numbers, even in my dreams. When I see numbers in my dreams, I do not use numerology in my readings often. I used to years ago, but it's very rare if I do now. However, I do believe in it strongly. It's very awesome. She also asks, Sunnie, do you do a reading on Cleveland Cavs, LeBron James? He gets it bad. I think they are a bit hard on him. Ciao. I might do a reading on him. I don't know. LP asks, Sunnie, mothers typically have a strong intuition with their children. Since you have special gifts as an intuitive, how do you balance your abilities with being a mom? Thank you. This is a good question too. Wow. Okay, so how do I balance it out? Like, this may sound kind of weird, but I see life as a job, to be honest. I see, like, it's a responsibility. So if you want it to grow and be successful, you're going to have to really tend to it properly. Yes, it's hard. It's hard. You're having babies, but like, I don't really let my intuition get in the way of me being a mom. Like, my son, my oldest son, he's psychic himself, and I let him know that his gifts are very beautiful and he should not be ashamed of his gifts. He knows what I do, and he finds it really interesting. We haven't done this in a while, but we used to meditate together, and we used to like pray over our candles. So I encourage every psychic mom or dad or granny, grandpa out there to like really help the youth, because everyone is psychic. Honestly, we all have different types of gifts, but we are all psychic. So I encourage, those who are doing this professionally, or just, you're just doing it just because, I encourage you to like help the youth, because the youth is our generation. Like, we have to show them positivity. Like, this world is so crazy. Anyway, our lovely asks, at the end of your video, you would speak in a different accent. I'm not sure if you've ever shared, but where are you from originally? I am from Martinsville, Virginia. I've said that many times. I want to say many people do not know where Martinsville is, but Martinsville is like 15 minutes from the border of North Carolina, if not less, to be honest, like 10 minutes probably. If you know where Greensboro, North Carolina is, it's an hour away from Greensboro. If you know where Roanoke, Virginia is, it's like 45 minutes from Roanoke. From Richmond, it's like an hour and 30 minutes away. So yeah, I fake a British accent from time to time. I don't know why, I just do so. I've always had a funny accent. I used to other people, I used to sound Caribbean, but yeah. Like I said, I've always sounded funny. I've always had a weird accent. And when I was young, like in kindergarten, I was picked on because I sounded funny. I did have a lisp and I started really bad, but I always had that funny accent that sounded Caribbean. And my mom, my teacher, Miss Carrico, she saw it as a problem. So my mom got me into speech therapy. And because of that, I felt like something was wrong with the way that I sounded, and I didn't really talk as much anymore because I felt like, damn, if my mom would think something is wrong with me, then I don't want to talk. So yeah, like if you go back on my old videos on YouTube, like my accent was much stronger. I started talking again, like without any shame, when I was like 17, to be honest. And even like working in the public, it was still hard because people, like, they would always ask, where are you from, why do you sound funny? So yeah, I guess like the older I got and the more I talked, like my accent faded away and I just sound normal, I guess. But from time to time you can hear my funny accent. Malvis, my vid, I don't know, honey. She asks, what do you do for yourself when you feel drained? Do you protect yourself every time you read for someone? Do you work with your ancestors? How do you feel? Like, how do you like being a mom? If you could be another astrological sign, what wouldn't be? I guess she meant what would it be and why? The things that I do when I am drained, unfortunately, when I am feeding into my shadow self, I tend to smoke and drink. When I'm feeling a bit positive, I meditate. There's nothing wrong with smoking weed. There's not. I love weed, so yeah. But I don't like to drink. But when I'm like stressed as hell, I drink. But besides that, I meditate. I eat good foods. Like, yo, I love eating fruits and vegetables. Like, I am trying, well, I'm thinking about it, being a vegan. But yo, I love pork so much, and I know like pork is not good for you. Like eating animals is not good for you at all. But I'm getting there. I'm gonna get there. But I do protect myself every time I read for someone. Yes, I do slip up and I don't protect myself every time, but I prefer to protect myself every time by saying a prayer and lighting my special candles and etc. Do I work with my ancestors? The only ancestor that I really work with is my Nana, my great grandmother on my mom's side, because she's my spirit guide. That's really the only ancestor that I work with. That's the one that I feel most comfortable with. Do I like being a mom? Yes, I love being a mom. I love my babies, even though they get on my nerves and they can be some bad little chaps sometimes. But I do. I love being a mom. Like, being a mom is like, honestly, the best job, the best responsibility, the best experience in the world. Yo, this is like kind of random, but, and this may sound kind of weird, but when I had my oldest son, Jolin, I didn't really I didn't really understand breastfeeding. Like, I would do it, but I just, I was 18 when I had him, but I was 17 when I found that I was pregnant. Like, I was young and I really didn't understand the fundamentals of like just how a mommy is really supposed to care for her cub. But when I had my youngest son, Kiwi, I had him in 2017. Like, I really enjoyed breastfeeding him. Like, it's just like a beautiful feeling to know that like your body can produce nutrients for your baby, and like just feeding your baby, you know, it's so bonding, and it's just a beautiful feeling. But Kiwi is greedy and he wanted the bottle way more, and he took my titties for granted, so I'm kind of bitter about that, but it's okay. But I love being a mom. If I could be any other sign, what would it be? I want to be no other sign, to be honest. Like, this may sound kind of mean. Like, I don't like any other signs. I don't even like Capricorn too much, because all the signs get on my nerves. All the signs are, you know, cool at the same time, but I wouldn't want to be nobody else. I wouldn't. If I had to pick, I would say Libra. Why? Libras are the Libras that I know. They look very nice all the time. They are very sharp, and they're very level-headed. So yeah, but I like being a Capricorn. Miss Reese, she asks, yes ma'am, I love you so much, and I hope you have a great day and a great afternoon. Hope you have a good to see you later on tonight. I love you too, love bug. Ladybugs asks, what year were you born? Dream interpretation. I was born in 1992. I'm a 90s baby. I love the 90s. I love the 80s too, but I prefer the 90s. 90s music, 90s vibe, 90s clothing. Yeah. Okay, dream interpretations. I believe in dream interpretations. I actually look them up every time I am confused about a dream. I used to do dream interpretations a long time ago, and I would do them for free. I didn't charge for that, because you can just find the shit online for free. But I wouldn't do it again, because a lot of people ask. It can get overwhelming. Y'all, I was supposed to do, well, I did, but the shit fucked up. On my Facebook, if you do remember, I asked for you guys to send me some of your dreams, and I was going to do a video to decode them for you. And y'all, for some reason that video deleted itself. Like, I don't know, I can't find it, and I just took that as a sign of let me just not do it. But that was around the time that I was being psychic attacked, and it was like all this stuff that I wanted to do like vanished. So I don't know, I may do it again, I'm not sure. But oh yeah, someone else asked, how do I feel about deja vus, and do I ever experience them? Yes, I experience deja vus often. To me, deja vus are just memories from a past life, or it's kind of like you're meant to be here type of moment. We've designed for your energy to be at this exact moment for a reason. So yeah, I often see deja vus as you're on the right track. Yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this reading. Hopefully I wasn't babbling too freaking much, and if you have any more questions that you want to ask me personally, you can comment below and I will do another video on them. But I'll see you guys next video. Bye.